Hi, my name's Ivana.
Hi, I'm Malia.
Hi, I'm Marissa. You may be wondering, what services does our charity provide? Well, Hope Story provides service to children in Tanzania, Colombia, Kenya, Zambia, Nepal, and Burkina Faso. Their three main services they provide are education, basic care, and community outreach.
Hope Story is an organization that is uniquely designed to serve the poor. Charity my group chose for the grant is Hope Story. This is their registered charity number, serving children, transforming lives. Hope Story's number is 866-839-8437. They are located at Flemington Drive in Unit 3, Cambridge. Their email is at admin@hopestory.ca. You can follow them on Instagram and on Twitter at hopestory.ca. Maggie is the person we talk to on the phone to get information about Hope Story. She deals with sponsors that are willing to sponsor the charity Hope Story. She explained a lot to us about the charity, and we learned a lot from her.
You may be wondering, how many employees does Hope Story have? 100, 25, 36, 40? Well, let me just say. You see this number right here? 14 people work for Hope Story. How are they so successful? Let me just tell you. People working in Canada right now partner with the 6 different countries, have people there helping them to make them more successful.
Hope Story serves in South America, Asia, and Africa. The purpose of serving in these countries is they want to meet the physical and spiritual needs of the children in the communities. The history and background of Hope Story is it made $1,322,730 it raised, and it's also a charity that was made to help the vulnerable and the orphans in Peru, but now it moved to 6 different locations around the world, and as well as they started their organization in 1998.
Marissa, what are some Hope Story goals for the nearby future?
Well, that's a great question. They actually have many goals. One of their main goals is Hope Story is hoping to work with Indigenous North Americans. Another goal is Hope Story is hoping to stay close to home and sponsor local children. You may be wondering, what is the most significant story of how Hope Story has changed someone's life?
Hope Story has changed many children's lives and made them have a successful future. There was one young boy that they helped, named Mark.
The story I'm going to share with you today is about Maurice. In Maurice's first year of elementary school, his teachers realized his marks were dropping suddenly and he was constantly sick and not going to school. His teachers were concerned and they asked, "What's wrong?" He said that he did not have enough food at home and he constantly would get sick because of the lack of nutrition. So, Hope Story came to help. And now at Maurice's school, they have a lunch plan where all students have lunch and they are no longer hungry. Hope Story helped all the students in his school that did not have food at home.
This young boy went through many challenges, as many young kids in second world countries do, although Hope Story helped him when someone sponsored him and gave him the equipment that he needed to survive. Although it wasn't much, it was a lot to help him conquer the world. Well, you may be wondering, how long do people usually sponsor a child for?
Fun fact, Hope Story currently has 550 children being sponsored right now, but they hope for more.
Younger kids, and especially kindergarten, are sponsored for several years. When children get older, they are usually not sponsored for a long period of time. Staffing and volunteering!
Volunteer jobs are stuffing envelopes, mailing, child sponsorships 3 times a year, help with events with the children.
To be a volunteer at Hope Story, you need to tell us why you chose Hope Story as your charity to volunteer at, and how you can help Hope Story and the job that you are willing to give Hope Story, and how you are willing to make Hope Story a better charity.
Marissa, where did the donations go?
That's a great question, Aaliyah. Well, the donations go to your sponsored child, or they can help towards group parties for children who do not receive donations. Well, where would their money go to?
Money towards Columbia and social workers, Kenya to expand orphanages and build playgrounds. Money goes towards new projects closer to home.
You can either sponsor one child, or you can sponsor a missionary where you can see children's full potential in Christ. They have obtained funds through fundraising and sponsoring.
What has our charity accomplished so far, Marissa?
Well, I'll tell you, Aaliyah. Our charity, Hope Story, has accomplished
Things that Hope Story has accomplished is to obtain funds through fundraisers and sponsors. Sponsors can either support one child specifically or support a missionary. Missionaries work alongside staff to see kids reach their full potential. Or donate to the celebration fund. Donors go towards your sponsored child, or can help cover costs of a group party of children who do not receive the donations.
How Hope Story impacts our local community, you may be wondering. Let me just tell you. It partners with local businesses, creates volunteer opportunities, spreads awareness throughout world issues, creates community outreach projects, and helps spread awareness and faith through our community.
So, impacts on the community internationally. It provides safety, water, education, opportunities, and embrace faith, helps provide financial support, and creates partnerships with business.
Community outreach, helping through the local church, giving grandmothers the tools to help orphans and children in need, help victims of physical and sexual abuse. Hope Story even helps with basic care, addressing children's physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual needs, and it provides long-term home care. Hope Story only has 14 people working for them in Canada, but they help sponsor 550 people, which that was a challenge for them. Having 550 kids, having 14 adults with the technology to help them. Well, what they did was they connected with adults that would be helpful to the organization in the 6 different countries to overcome that challenge. Now, with their contacts in the different countries, can help them get the children the help that they need.
Hope Story's future goal is to help even more children achieve their future goals and be everything they want to be. Another future goal Hope Story has is to expand and help not just only 6 countries, but expand their numbers, and also as well as expand the amount of kids that they are helping. Right now, they're only helping 550. That is a big number, but they want to increase, which means that their staff needs to increase as well, which means that we need more volunteers for them to achieve this. This could all help through building a community and making Hope Story a better charity and improving and helping the children.
Hope Story, we're investing deeply in children's lives. We start with the basics, giving kids access to clean water, nutritious food, a safe place to sleep in. We're reaching into communities, strengthening families, and seeking justice for children who have faced physical or sexual abuse. We support kids from start to finish through their education, giving them the tools they need to excel as leaders in their churches, in their families, and in their communities. Infusing all that we do is our belief that abundant life, truly abundant life, comes through Christ. We believe He is restoring and making all things new. We're seeing kids who had no hope graduate as teachers, serve as pastors, and lead as business leaders in their communities. The least becoming the greatest, orphans and vulnerable children reaching their full potential. That's our hope. That's our story.